Okay, pack your bags. We are taking you on a journey aboard an authentic Colorado rail experience. Climb the Southern Rockies steep grades by train. See sweeping rugged mountain vistas, a variety of wildlife, all while enjoying tales of Colorado's railroad and mining history. Here to take us on an unforgettable trip and your chance to win 4 train tickets is Ed Ellis, president of the Rio Grande Scenic Railroad. Man, I'm so glad you're here because I could talk about trains all day. My boys love them. I love being on them. So give us a little history about the Rio Grande.
Well, this was the first crossing of the Front Range, Levita Pass, and for years you could ride trains from Alamosa to Levita. It was discontinued in 1953. We revived it in 2006, and the Levita Mountaineer will take you from Alamosa to Levita and back.
That is so neat. Talk about some of the historic cars you have too.
So when you get on the train, there's 3 different places that you can sit, and it's all first class. We have full dome cars, 360-degree view under glass. We have an open air car, which is lovely this time of year.
Oh, I bet.
And we have the historic Mardi Gras, which is the actual club car from the city of New Orleans, the train made famous by song.
Oh my goodness. All right, now I know a lot of people love to get on it, but they don't always know where they can. So what are some of those locations?
So we can board people at Alamosa, which is in the middle of the San Luis Valley. Think Gator Farm, UFO Watchtower, and the Great Sand Dunes National Park, or at Fort Garland, which is the home of historic Fort Garland. Either place. Fort Garland is probably a little closer to Denver, but a lot of people love to come to Alamosa and spend the whole weekend in the San Luis Valley.
All right, tell people at home and talk a little bit about the scenery, some of the scenic views, the different things they can take in. It really is breathtaking in parts of Colorado.
Well, absolutely, and coming out of Levita up to Levita Pass, you're on the edge of a cliff for about 10 miles. It's really exciting. And we see lots of herds of elk and deer. Bears, last year we saw a spirit bear. Sometimes you see a mountain lion or 2. Coyotes, lots of different kinds of big animals that are native to that part of Colorado.
That is so neat. And then you have dining experience too. So you're on there for a while. You can be eating and drinking and having a good time.
Absolutely. We're a white tablecloth experience, just like the railroads were for 100 years. You get a full brunch, and not just on the Mountaineer, but on our concert trains and on Wine Train Colorado. We have white tablecloth dining on all of them. So it's a lovely experience.
Talk about how important this is to truly just inspire new generations of people, because it feels as if many would say that it was a dying, form of travel, but I've talked to a lot of people that can't wait to find a route that they can take on train.
Well, as Edna St. Vincent Millay said, my heart is warm with the friends I make, and better friends I'll not be knowing. Yet there isn't a train I wouldn't take no matter where it's going.
That's
the
neat.
Social aspects of train travel are phenomenal. You actually get to have conversations with people, and because we lose cell coverage, even your 13-year-olds will put their phones down.
What? That happens?
Absolutely.
That's actually a thing? No, I know. And it is. It's one of those wonderful things where you're forced to truly just enjoy the moment in which you're in. And part of that involves music for you guys, too.
Absolutely. We have a concert train that goes to the top of Levita Pass. We have outdoor concerts this weekend. We have Peter Yarrow from Peter, Paul, and Mary. And opening for him is Ann Hills, who has played here in Denver at Wildwood. So it's just, and next weekend, Junior Brown, Leroy Parnell, closing out the season, Tom Rush, if you can remember to come to that. It's a phenomenal experience. Outdoor concerts at 9,000 feet.
Oh, it just seems so just exotic in some way, to be out there and hear live music at the same time. Do you have some favorite acts? Do you have some favorite memories?
Oh, I love them all. Susie Boggess is a favorite. She was here this summer. Michael Martin Murphy comes every year, and he's just a great guy. And we have a jam on the train and the club car on the way back if you buy a Diamond Class ticket, because the talent has to ride the train to get to the concert too. There are no roads to our venue. It's train only. So on the way back, Michael or Susie or Peter will get out a guitar, and if you want to sing along, you have that opportunity.
And who doesn't want to sing along? I mean, that's the best part.
It's like a house concert, only it's on a train. It's moving the whole time. And when we sing City of New Orleans, it brings tears to everybody's eyes.
Well, talk about the Mardi Gras. Talk about that car, because that does have a story with it.
Well, it's 102 years old, and in 1947, it was rebuilt to be the club car on the City of New Orleans. And Steve Goodman, who wrote the song, made famous by Arlo Guthrie and others, he was a student at the University of Illinois at Champaign, and he rode the train a lot. One day he went to New Orleans, and on the way back, riding in that car. The second verse is, I was dealing cards with the old men in the club car, penny a point, no one's keeping score. And I've had that same experience myself.
And to think you hear the song, have that same experience yourself, and then it just sort of, does it feel like it's being relived every time, you know, you're on it?
Well, not only for me and for passengers, but the musicians who get on the train, all of whom have great respect for the craft of songwriting,
right.
and many of whom even knew Steve Goodman.
Oh, even better.
They're looking under the table to see if he wrote some notes.
I love it. Oh my gosh, so glad to have you here. Glad to have you here, Ed. All aboard the Rio Grande Scenic Railroad for the La Vida Mountaineer train ride. Purchase tickets online at coloradotrain.com or call this number 877-726-7245. Ed is kind enough to offer 2 viewers 2 La Vida Mountaineer train tickets, but you have to be caller number 7, 303-832-0140, and you win Rio Grande Scenic Railroad sponsored tickets and paid for today's segment. Stay with us.